Oh,
John, what the
hi.
hell happened?
What do you mean?
Why do I hear double music? I cut it early because I was confused.
Oh,
Oh, I hear my audio extra loud.
do you want to do some AV maintenance? Yeah. Okay. We're going to be fine. This is only the 1 year anniversary of us doing this.
John,
Yes. Can you hear me? Uh oh.
are you there?
I am. Are you there?
I am.
Yes.
Well, no better way for us to kick it off than to have Steve totally F it up.
Welcome to year two.
What just happened?
I don't know.
I can tell you what just happened. Do you want to know?
Yeah.
Well, it started with me being super late. Um, because I was at an orchestra concert,
Hmm.
and it ended with somewhere in the middle. I started up. I opened StreamYard and started playing the video, and I forgot again that I must have had a window open to YouTube to to the stream. So I was hearing the stream in my audio with a three
Yes.
second delay. And this is not the first time that I have done this, nor will it be the last time.
Okay.
Let's just say that.
Cool. I'm
How are you? How
very,
are you doing?
I'm very disappointed that you're not wearing your hat. Thank you.
Is that better?
Yes.
I had it down here,
Yeah, that's perfect.
and I
Just
just
in
was
time hat.
scrambling to get things to get here on time, and I just didn't get a chance to put it on. So, tell me about that hat that you got going on there.
So, our mutual, how do I say this? A guy that I work with, that you used to work with, Anson, um, like made us these hats and sent them to us. Isn't that so nice?
It's super nice. Did he make
Yeah.
them?
Well, he had them made. I'll say that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would definitely like to see him in his basement. Well, he doesn't have a basement. He lives in an apartment.
Right.
Um, crafting
Working on hats.
embroidered hats. Yes, it's fantastic. I was so excited. He did he put a note on yours?
Yeah. So I got the package. Inside the package was the hat, but taped a little piece of paper was taped outside the package, and it said he has one too, meaning you had one. I think you had the exact same note,
I
so that
did,
was kind of
yes.
fun too.
And I thought it was hilarious and perfect because it was the first thing that I was wondering was does John have one? So yeah. Um, I happy birthday. It's the 1 year.
And also with you.
I don't think that's how that works, but yes. Um, let's see. I don't have anything else to say about how stressed out I am and frantic. Do you have
Okay.
anything else to say about your hat?
Not really.
Okay.
I'm I'm happy that I have it, and that I think it's super cool that Anson made them.
I
So,
think so too.
um, while you were frantically trying to get back to your desk and get going, I was frantically trying to remember like what we were working on and like what the next steps were.
Yeah. Did you
So I'm
remember?
so I'm booted up. I'm ready to go.
You're ready to go. Okay. Are you interested in looking at, given it is our 1 year
Hmm.
birthday, are you interested in looking at any analytics in YouTube just for funsies to show how
Sure.
poor they
Do you want
are?
to share a screen and look at them? Is that what you're saying?
I think I am.
Okay.
However, what I will also say is I did not get a chance to make sure my browser is updated. So we'll see if it works.
Okay.
Let's see.
I want to know, um, how, like our best like watch number or something.
Oh, do you? I
I
can't tell
think
you
it's
that.
gonna be like 17. That's my
Number
prediction.
number 17?
Like that we will have had 17 views on a
Oh,
video,
got it.
and that will be our most viewed video.
Got it. Not, yeah, not episode number 17, which I think we do have. Oh, good grief. I am struggling. Where is the share button in this thing? I found it.
Oh, Steve, you're kind of cracking me up.
Am I?
Just take a breath. It's fine. No one's watching.
No, no, nobody cares. Hey, look, I didn't need to update my browser.
What? 20 views? Oh, it's our channel.
Okay, let's refresh. I don't know when this was. Given I had a window open
Yeah.
to this stream in the background and I didn't know it. Um, I don't know how old this window's been open.
So
But
this
look,
is
I
the last
refreshed
28 days.
35 in the last 28 days.
So can you like what are our time frame options?
Yes, so let's start with. Well, should we just do lifetime?
Yeah.
All right, look at this.
What?
We got a heavy volume on our. I think that is our first episode,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe that's the intro. That might be the intro video.
Mm.
Be nice. Oh, there it told me. Yes, introducing two Rad Dads, and two Rad Dads choose a project. So people were really excited about us in the start,
Yeah.
and I think this is probably when we were still doing a good job. I was gonna say I think this might be when we switched over to Playdate. This little bump right here.
Hmm.
Let's see. How come sometimes it shows me which videos are there and sometimes it doesn't? How obnoxious is that? Oh, because I have to hover down here. That's why. Yes.
Ah.
Oh, these are the published streams. Look at that.
Ah.
Look at this though. Here, so this is an interesting thing. We were real consistent here with this
Yeah.
batch of 5.
Mm-hmm.
I think we had some solid viewership there,
Some solid viewership numbers.
if that's what we're gonna call it. Two lonely souls right here decided to watch us in the middle of Christmas time. It
Yeah.
looks like. I'm gonna guess that was me, maybe sharing with my family
Okay.
over Christmas dinner. Just kidding. And then yeah, and then we were real consistent here every couple weeks for 6 batches, and maybe not quite as high of spikes as over here, but I think you know
Respectable.
55 hours people have watched us, 552 views.
Hmm.
Seems good. 15 subscribers.
We have 15 subscribers?
We do.
What?
We,
Who are they?
I don't. I mean, I don't know if I. I'm worried that if I click on it, it'll show me names because I get notifications when we get one,
Mm.
and it tells me that like this user subscribed,
Mhm.
and I don't really want to expose that.
Is that like private?
What do you mean?
Like it would be like sharing private information if we showed the people that are our viewers. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think it would be considered a data breach, and we would probably need to call together a what do you call a team that like
It's like
acts
an
really
A
quickly
team?
to respond? Yeah, SWAT team. I don't know.
What is
I don't know.
content? What's the content?
There's not very
type?
much here. We don't have a lot to say. This
Oh
is
wait, go
this
back,
will
go
just
back.
like yeah. I think we can do. You mean here?
Yes.
Yes. Live. Yeah. So that first live stream did get 24 views right away. That's pretty sweet.
Hmm.
Do you want to know the most watched is this one? Make You're Doing a Good Job look better and function.
Hmm.
We made something work. That's probably what the people wanted to see.
Yeah.
43, choose a project. That was like our intro where we didn't know what we were doing.
Mm-hmm.
Still don't know what we're doing. Here's our top crank episode is how do we even build a Playdate app?
Is that like the first one?
Yeah.
Hmm. Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. What else do you want to know?
That's
View
it.
secondary metric. I don't. This is like getting into. Go away, Edge. This is getting deep into the world of analytics where I
Yeah.
don't
I start to fall
care so
asleep.
much. I'll ask the product manager to take a look at this stuff.
Yeah.
Do we have one yet?
Still hiring for that position.
I don't have any recommendations.
Yeah.
That's what we've done for the last year of our lives, where we've pissed it away. One of the ways we've pissed it away.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a multifaceted person.
I'm
piss
pissing
away
a
lots
lot of
ways.
other formats too.
Let's get cranking.
Okay, let's do it.
I'm gonna
Save
present.
me.
I'm gonna present my screen. It's gonna be an entire screen. Screen one. Boop. You go over
Ah.
there. Then I do this. And I go to the top. Okay. And then I say hide this. And then we go back here. Maybe start here. Actually, maybe back to code, actually. Create champ. Okay. So let's recall that I resisted any kind of disciplined committing because I felt like we were kind of spiking.
Yes. You kind of yelled at me.
Didn't yell at you.
Just kidding.
But I think we're
I felt the
probably
shame.
I think we're probably pretty close to like, okay, we need to like do this for real now. Now that we've
Okay.
learned enough about how some of these things all fit together.
I can dig it.
So like one way we could do that is to just like, you know, squash everything down and make a commit that's like add user code screen.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be opposed to that. Let's look at our diff against main. So we added the user data class. We added the user screen. We updated main to include, you know, keyboard stuff, those two files I mentioned.
We did like a screen transition thing, I remember.
Yeah, so we're calling verify on user data, and when it is not verified, then we render, oh, sorry, when it is true, we render the normal screen, else the user screen. And then we have our keyboard callbacks, one for when the text changes and one for when the keyboard will hide.
Yeah.
This is maybe,
Well, that's right. We didn't know what to do with this, hence the IDK.
so this case is when you, oh, I need to open up the location where this thing is so I can remove the data file. System, library, where is this? Do you remember? Fuck, I always forget. Developer.
I don't. You don't leave a Finder window open, like 25 Finder windows open. You reboot your computer?
Oh yeah,
My God,
I used to do it weekly.
that's such good hygiene. Your teeth are impeccable.
Thank you so much. Yeah, here. Okay, so like find the SDK.
Oh yeah, the SDK.
Location, then go to disk data. Okay, but like, where's the SDK again? Library developer.
It's under application. It's not. It wouldn't be under applications, would it?
No.
No.
Gosh. I feel so dumb right now. This is like not the thing that I care about.
You have your Raycast hooked up to OpenAI still?
Binder? No. Folder? Search files? And search for playdate? Nope.
Oh boy. Playdate SDK, that sounds like it.
Okay, look at me. I know how to find things. Then, disk, data. Here we
Hey.
go. So
There's our
if
data
I
JSON.
Command delete, and then restart the sim. We'll go here. Okay, so the case we're falling into is when someone comes over here and they press cancel. The dumbest thing I can think of is a message, or maybe even just opening the keyboard again. It's not a good idea, but like, you have to enter the code. Like, that's what you have to do. You can say
Yeah.
cancel, but you still got to enter the code.
Right. You're not going to get anywhere.
So this is stupid, but I don't even know if this is possible. Could I be like play date Keyboard show.
No. No. Did not work.
Well, how else do you do it then?
If you just do, what happens if you just do a no op?
No op. Just don't do anything?
Yeah, just don't do anything.
It will just...
What was it doing?
Yeah, why doesn't this show? How are we showing this again?
Because like, if you look at the code 55 through 57,
Yes.
if you do accept it, then we save data, we clear the screen, and we re-render.
Mm-hmm.
If we don't accept it, but we just don't do anything, does it just stay in the same state?
No, because you are in a keyboard will hide callback.
Oh,
there's
got
no
it.
like you.
There's no abort.
Right.
Got it.
But wait, now that I'm looking at this, I'm like, how do we show the keyboard to begin with? Is that in here? Oh, here it is.
User screen render.
I don't know, maybe you gotta put something in there.
Boom.
Oh, right.
Because there's no code.
This would just be user data dot code. Oh boy. Huh. Why?
What?
It's losing its fool mind. Yeah, I definitely have had this happen where it just like doesn't
Yeah,
know
I remember that.
handle itself. I mean, are we in here? We are. What if we're like not on the main thread? It's like it's not like we can't show it yet. So this is will hide. I think this is like an illegal operation. I'm surprised it didn't even code panic. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
I think so. But I don't know what to do.
I mean, we could just like do nothing. Oops. This is what I meant to do. Whoa, what is that thing? We could do nothing. Like, please restart the application. We could... Yeah, we could render the user screen, and that would cause the keyboard to show. Is that what you said before?
I did say that.
Whoa, your audio went way different.
Is it better?
Yeah.
That's because I actually switched to the correct microphone. 20 minutes into the stream.
It's all good.
I'm a seasoned veteran of this game.
I've only been doing it a year. Okay, why? I call render on user screen. Clears itself. Pops the keyboard. I don't know, man. Ooh, I do have a thought.
What did it tell you about when you hit this? Did it give you an error or did it just not do anything?
No, there were no errors. What if we did keyboard did... Come on, give me some completion.
Did hide. But remember, you don't have the accepted argument for this one.
Right,
So how do
what
you
I'm
know? You're gonna call user data to verify again, or whatever it is. Is that really the name of it? I swear we had verify somewhere else.
what the hell did I do then? Okay, verify. Then else render, like. What the fuck?
What? What is this?
I don't know what the right playdate terminology is, but in my mind what's happening is this is an invalid place to be trying to trigger the keyboard because we're in these callbacks and like
It's like kind of like an in-between state.
we're like kind of double dipping a little bit, but I thought that switching from the will hide to the did hide would mean we're in more solid on more solid ground.
Right, we've left the in-between.
Yeah. I don't know. Now I'm like, I just don't really even care about this.
Do we know for sure that there's no way to abort in will hide callback? To like cancel the hide?
I don't think
Just
there's
talks about the argument.
Yeah.
Sparse documentation.
Yeah, I'm super confused. We could render an error screen and then like go back to the user screen and then maybe that would pop the keyboard back open. I don't know. I'm like, I don't care about this anymore.
Yeah, it's an edge case.
So what I want to do, where am I here? If I check this out.
You know, I wonder actually. Sorry, not to keep beating this dead horse, but what about when we render the main screen or the normal screen? Like if we in normal screen render, if we check the user data verify and it's not good, can we kick it back over to the user screen?
Possibly, but like we already have that concept here.
Mm-hmm.
So to then also put it inside of user screen render seems a little strange to me.
Sure. Is it that feels like a thing that could be eventually remedied with some refactoring or restructuring, re-architecting how we're doing things? Is it interesting to find out if it will work?
I just think this is like not what I wanted to spend time on, so I
Okay.
think we should just
Okay, I'm fine with that too.
be okay with IDK for here.
Yep.
But it is
Well, let's let testing find this.
yeah. Let's let QA engineers tell us.
Yes.
So what if we?
We're still hiring for that position also.
That's right. So I'm gonna squash it all down and add screen for user to enter code. Maybe that's sufficient.
Ooh, I don't know how you did that. What did you do? What is Grim? Is that Rebase Interactive main?
Get rebase interactive main. You got it.
When you did that,
Yeah.
what did you select as your options for each of the commits?
I left the top one, And
Yep.
then I did S for squash and S for squash for the next two.
That's the difference. So what was different is I did not recognize being in that editor with all the different messages in it, and that's because I always choose fix up, not squash.
Got it. Fix up, not squash. What would have happened if I had chosen fix up?
So fix up just like basically takes whatever the top message is and squishes it into that. So it's
Same
so
result,
it,
but
it's
not
the
an
same result, but
opportunity.
you don't you don't edit the error message. It just chooses the one that they all got ruled into.
Same outcome, but it takes the first commit message. What was different about mine is that I had a quick opportunity to update the commit message. I didn't even
Yeah.
use it, so fix up probably would have actually been faster. Got it. Okay, cool. That is good to know. I should do that
Fun.
in the future. Okay, pair.
Hey,
Current. Add. Shit. Here's where
That's
I
correct.
go. Known list. Oh shit. Known.
if you
no.
do pair current, it shows you who is currently there. Is it not me?
Nope.
No. Weird.
Alright. This is a little bit of text
I feel like
need,
you're cheating on me.
and then I can be like pair current add. And then I can be like
Hey, that's my contribution right there.
haha. Got you in there. Okay. I think this goes on main.
Yeah. Ship it.
Boop, up it goes. All right, a little bit of branch maintenance. I no longer want this spike. And I do not need user interest code because that's not main. And we're here.
Okay, nuke is deleting branches.
Yeah. It also like attempts to remove it from my GitHub, like upstream or origin or whatever.
Got it.
Okay, great.
Cool.
What I actually wanted to get to was, I think we have basically everything we need to like send some cranks to the server and actually see them show up in Rails.
So what I have written down that we were going to do
Oh.
is we need to persist the crank counts
Yeah.
somehow. Is that before or after you want to ship everything to Rails land?
What you're saying is the correct way. I'm just like,
Okay. You
I just
want
wanna
to you
have
want to
fun.
see end to end?
yeah.
Okay. That's cool with me. I'm reporting. I'm not stating
Yep.
an opinion. That's what I wrote down last time.
So, you're right that every time we restart
No
the
shame.
simulator, every time we restart the simulator, we forget the previous crank counts. Let's come back to that, and instead, let's remember that we have a QR code going to a URL that's not quite right. This is not
Oh,
what we actually.
what's not
built
right
in
about it?
Rails. So what this is
we have
doing-
like the user ID in here, right? Or
that's,
user
that's
code.
one of the whole. That's like the whole point of that whole.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had to remind myself of this, of course. It's been so long. So I went to my server. I started up a Heroku console, and I got my crank user. There's one of them, and CU. Oh boy. CU is our crank user, and they have this code. And they have some crank counts. Yeah, they have got one. So on Thursday, the 14th of March, we cranked 23,423
That's
times.
incredible.
But the way to make
You
it
are
more-
the crank champ.
Thank you. The way to do this is with this URL.
Yes.
So let's grab this. And we actually see this in Safari. Here. So here
Sure.
I am with the crank
You hit
users,
the URL.
my code, and then new, crank counts, and how many ticks I want to record. I have an opportunity to verify that I want to do this. When I hit create, that's when it actually commits to the
cool.
database.
They're
So-
like cross CSRF tokens and stuff in that form.
Oh yeah. So we were close on parts of this. We want. Oh, do you remember how we struggled to do string interpolation?
Do I?
And we ended up realizing that you could use dot dot, but it's like,
But that's not always what you want. That's more like appending. That's good for appending things.
I
When
think
you
I
want to
could-
stick things in the middle.
I think I could make it work, but it would be like crank users dot dot crank user code dot dot. You know what I mean? Like it would be like an
Yeah.
interrupted thing. Should I do that, or should we go remember how you do like
Was there like a C style formatting?
yeah?
Like string format with %s or
Yes.
%i or whatever.
There you go. Definitely searched this before.
Oh, that looks really easy.
It does. Come on, go. Okay.
Well, it does work as it's intended. The main issue is optimization.
Format.
Oh, wait.
What's up?
Scroll back up. Our solution is by using Luau's implementation. Does that mean that we're using something that isn't actually Lua in this document?
What is happening? Or is that just a typo?
I don't know, man. I don't have faith in humanity. I appreciate your confidence.
It's the only match of that string.
Okay. You want to just try it? And let it yell at us?
But like, what are we even trying? So to use.
Oh, the curly braces. With
Wait.
backticks. Backticks, curly braces.
But wait, this is just them saying this is how you do it in JavaScript.
No, this is them telling you how to do it in Lua. Isn't it?
Am I nuts? Alright, let's try it, but I'm not confident.
I'm not either, but I think we lack confidence for different reasons.
So this is not the best place to tinker with this because
Because
to get here in the code is like a lot of ticks or a lot of whatevers.
Yeah, it would be nice to have a unit test where we could just run it repeatedly with no.
Alright, so let's go to the
repercussions.
user screen and let's interpret this. Oops.
Lol.
Oh. Make sure we have done no wrong.
I like these baby steps.
I need a variable.
You want a number here because we're going to be inserting. Well, no, we're going to be inserting a string for one and a number for one of them.
So I need like
Super creative. Enter your user code ABC123. Perfect.
okay. Now, if I want to continue the string, could I do this? Yes, I can. Okay, so let's make another. What am I doing? Yeah, I guess I want to copy this, comment this out, then try using the interp stuff we saw, which I think was curly braces, and the name of the variable. So in this case, it'd be code.
It also used backticks instead of double quotes. Is this not? It's not even going to be recognized.
I don't think this is a thing.
I think this is different.
This is
I think
fake
luau
news.
is not
Whatever
luau.
we are, wherever we are on the internet here, is a bad place to be.
It's probably, you know what it is? It's Pavlos trolling us. He's put up an entire documentation site on how not to write Lua code.
What about ask anything? How does string-
Yeah, I bet you've got some history in here that you can search.
Is that the right word?
Interpolationing?
Did I misspell it?
No, you just put a G at the end. It was funny. I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny. String format,
Okay, so we should just do this, right?
obnoxious, but we'll take it.
Oh my god, I hate this thing. Okay, so let's try that here. Oh boy. Okay. I mean, what am I doing here? Why don't I just do what I'm trying to do, which is this? Okay, so percent %S, percent %D. So can I just like say percent %S in both cases? Is that how it works?
You can definitely do %S there. I don't know how much it matters what the source of the variable is, what the type of the variable is that you're sticking in there.
Tix is an int, so we could follow suit and do D. So a string and a decimal.
Okay.
And then this would be code Tix.
Where does ticks come from?
Yeah, I just gotta make it real quick.
Oh, okay. Why is it? Oh, is it parsing it as Markdown?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it is.
Who knew that would happen?
But like, it did the thing. Okay, so we have learned how to do this. So we can do that here.
I would not have expected it to treat that as Markdown.
Yeah, totally. So that's ticks. Why is it self.gameData? Oh, game data is bound into this screen. Oh, which means we don't have access to
User data?
Yet. But it'll
Growth
be
mindset.
something like it's just that code. Oh, okay. This would be okay. And then we just need real quick this part. And then we need this to be this. Can I like do this so it's a little more readable? You know, like, can you call across lines?
Be cool to have a formatter take care of that for you.
Oh boy. Okay, so
I'm just saying.
crank users code, crank counts new ticks. This looks right to me.
Sounds good. One thing I will say that I don't know why it doesn't matter, or I don't know why I thought it mattered, but 19, the very, very end, the %D, I would have used a %I because it is an integer, not a decimal. But I don't know. I don't know why it would matter. Like I would expect that there would be some like rounding issues, or I don't know. It's like some reason that it required to use an I versus a D or a D versus an I. But that's just what I remember from writing C code like a long time ago. %D or %I. Decimal integer. So it's the same thing.
Yeah, but good
I
call.
mean, according to OpenAI.
ChatGPT 3.5, which is not the best. So but
It's
let's
not
do-
4 degree.
Let's do that, I guess. That's fair enough to me. Okay. How will we know if this works? Oh, we'll just run our tests.
Yeah. We'll do it. You'll open the app. You'll enter your user code. You'll crank, and then you'll pull up the QR screen, and we'll take a picture of it.
Yep. Okay. So.
And it should take
save,
us to the right place.
Run.
This is like true end-to-end testing.
Oh wait.
These are more valuable than unit tests by far.
That's right. Can I reverse this to something not stupid? Because if I was really smart, I would have just used Git. But here we go.
That's why we made those waypoint commits.
Okay, so now I need to go to.
Oh, you need to enter. Do you need to enter a real actual user code?
Yeah, it's not gonna work if I don't. All right, how?
Oh, that's a shitty time for you. Have fun. I'm gonna go refill my drink and come back.
Wait, it's not that fast. It's not that slow. Oh, this is sucky.
Do you hate it? You're
You gotta
halfway
do it.
there.
You only gotta do it once.
If we did all the persistence correct. Hey. All right, crank it. Woo!
Okay.
That's some solid work there.
All right, prepare that phone. Wait, what happened? Oh, spinning beach ball.
Spinning
death.
beach ball.
Why? What?
I remember generating QR codes was for some reason taking a long time when we were first digging into it. You have anything in your terminal?
Oh,
Attempt to
Right.
index a nil value. Oh yeah, we never actually passed it in.
yeah, we sure did not.
Yet. I believe is how you described that.
That's right. Okay, now over to main Lua and QR code screen needs. All right, now all I gotta do is crank.
You set on this 7 number.
Oh
Loading.
yeah, no panics.
QR, most complicated QR code ever known to man.
It totally did.
AppChannelAlleyRed.com.
Yep.
Had enough for today. Go ahead and click create to log 7 ticks. I just did
Boom.
it. Did you do it also?
I didn't because I didn't want to double dip.
Oh, I wanted
But-
to see what happens.
Look, now we have 2, and here's
One of them
your
was created
creation
today.
of 7 ticks today.
Hey.
Steve, it works. The
It works.
stupidest game imaginable is possible.
We did it.
We did it.
Do you think how much do you think people will pay for it?
Well, I think that it's more a badge of honor than it is a paid situation.
Oh, I quit my job. I thought we were like, this was our plan, our business model.
Now we just gotta figure out how to sell ads.
Or sell user codes. Like, let them be the product, right?
I see.
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay, so where are we
Hey!
in terms
Do you need to make a
of-
commit?
Yeah, so it's just coming to that. All right, so what we have
GD.
done...
I like that it's GD. Like, goddamn.
We pass game data. Sorry, we pass user data when creating our QR code screen. Then we use that in addition to the ticks to construct a URL that goes into our QR code. Oh, that's it. End of diff. This is great.
Nice
So
and
this is
tiny.
like, oh my god, properly format a QR code. Something like that.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Okay. Wow. Not too bad. We've got 13 minutes left. Maybe it makes sense to go persist crank counts.
That sounds good. Only other thing that I had written down that might be interesting to you in some way is a note that says no carrying counts over.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
I think these things are related. We have to persist the number of crank counts. And when we persist it, it should be keyed off of like today's date or something. And then, like when it comes time to like reading it, if today's date is not found, we would start with 0, basically.
Okay. So persistence of crank counts at all will lead us in that direction.
I think so.
Okay. Oh yeah, we were talking about like tables and stuff.
Yeah, tables.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have game data. That is the thing that knows... how many ticks you have. Then we have user data that is connected to the Playdate data store. I'm not talking. I guess what I'm thinking is we could do this same kind of reading and writing in the game data class. But we would need to make sure to not clobber user code and vice versa. And it feels a little smelly for both of them to be like simultaneously reading and writing and not clobbering the other thing. I feel like we're missing an abstraction. You feeling any of that, or?
I'm not listening because I just discovered that Pavlos has been here the whole time.
Oh my god, 6 comments.
We are the worst. We are the worst. Worst streamers. He has 5 comments, including suggestions along the way, and we ignored all of them because we are the best
sorry,
hosts.
Pavlos.
The best hosts.
We are
It's
not good
3
at this.
a.m. for him. 4 a.m. Like, geez, come on. We're horrible. I'm sorry, Pavlos.
Yeah, but do you know what I'm saying? Like, we kind of have like mixed metaphors here a little bit, where some of these things are just like state, and some of these things are reading and writing to disk.
Yes. Yeah. But, okay. I recognize that those are 2 different things. What do you want to do with it?
Like, who cares, John?
Not who cares, but like, what would you see doing differently? Like, what's the metaphor that or how would you split those into 2 metaphors?
I don't know. And so because I don't know, I should just do the dumbest thing possible.
Okay.
Which is...
Here's a message from Pavlos to help motivate you.
I think the main problem with what I see here is this line. Like, this is all safe. It's just reading from the data store. But then when we go to save the user data, we're assuming an empty table, setting the user code, and then writing that table. What we really should be doing is reading the table,
Mm-hmm.
setting our user code, and then writing it back.
That's just to not blow away other properties, you mean?
Right, because now
Yeah, okay.
now I want to add a ticks property here.
Yep.
Not here. I want to add a ticks property to the data store. If I don't do something a little smarter, a little more savvy, I could blow away the user code. Okay,
Yep.
so what I was trying to do was get game data. Oh, here we go. That's what I wanted. Know how to use your tools. Okay, so then it's basically the same thing. But then this would be like, and I know I said dates, but just to get something going,
Sure.
or 0. And then it's ticks, not code. And then we need a save.
When are you going to save it?
Yeah. That's a good question. Let me just get this a little more done. Okay, I think that's all good. Okay, there is such a thing in Playdate as like, you know, you're about to go in the background or you're about to like be done in some way. So that might be the spot to do it.
Right, because I was initially thinking when you go to the QR code screen, that would make sense to save it, but that doesn't capture what we're trying to capture.
Maybe it's both.
Which is
Maybe it's
like,
both
I
of them.
crank, I put the game away, I crank, I put the game away.
I think it's both. I think you're
It probably is both, yeah, you're right.
Writing game, resulting in low API reference. Callbacks. Game lifecycle. Okay, cool. So, when it comes to your game, there are lifecycle callbacks. Playdate.game will terminate. A player chooses to exit the game via the system menu or menu button. The device will sleep. Couple before the device goes to low power sleep, no because of a low battery.
Ooh, there, that's a nice little annotation there. Game will terminate and device will sleep are good opportunities to save state.
Well, shit. Huh. Okay, I don't know how many of these we need to do, but I kind of want to actually put a pin in that quick and do your idea first, which was
Oh,
stay,
the QR code?
yeah, stay clamped to like being in memory, which I think means when we render the QR code, we should save your ticks. Where's your trailing white space? I think it's that. Oh, and then we need to rehydrate. So then in game data. Oh no, we already did that. We already did the rehydration. Well, this might just work. Oh, and I need to go to the QR code.
You need to go to the
save
QR
it.
code, yeah.
So close, almost to time. Come on. Okay, now I
Just want to exit.
there, and then I look at the data.
Oh, what
Why?
happened?
Why didn't it write that?
Where do we have the logic to write it?
In the QR code screen render, I say to user, not user data.
Game data.
Ooh, laundry's ready.
Did my laundry make noise?
Yeah.
It turned off. I had to pause it right when I started. That was part of my ARG situation. Tick 7. Perfect. So now if you exit out of this thing and start over,
It should start with 7.
you'll start with 7. It's like a cheat code.
Hey,
Look at that.
Look at us. Okay, this is an incremental
Neat.
commit.
Yep. Milestone.
So this is like save tick count. Save tick count. Sessions. Okay. That's it. I think we should stop there.
Yeah, we don't have time to do anything else.
No.
Can I share some of Pavlos' comments that I think are interesting?
Yes, please.
This is the first one. This is all when we were trying to figure out how do we
This is kind of
how do we basically like prevent the keyboard from dismissing when when you hit cancel, the IDK line.
Yeah.
So this is, I think, an interesting idea. It needs to be like next game loop show the keyboard. I don't. So like in the update loop, we would have to do something to trigger that. So maybe like what he's saying is we might have put things in the position for it to re-render, but we never actually got to that tick to re-render it. I don't know. Now that I want to try it, just interesting suggestion.
Yeah, there's like two things going on. One is like what do we want it to do, and one is like how do we do it, and how do we improve our understanding of like when it's valid to do the triggering of the keyboard.
Yep, for sure. And then this is the other one that I like. We found a QA person. We still need a product manager.
Well, the thing is that he's got a play date, so he's got everything. He's got all the credentials he needs in order to do this.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's true. It's open source, so.
Yeah. Okay.
Awesome.
Always a pleasure. Thank
John, you
for...
saved the show tonight.
No, it was a team effort.
If it was up to me, I would have just like cried for an hour with bad audio for half of it.
Hey, we recorded some cranks tonight.
We did. Yeah, that's like a huge milestone. It feels like an appropriate milestone to hit when we're also celebrating a birthday.
That's right.
You know, it's like you reach the age of 1, you like get teeth and you record cranks.
Yep. All right, that's probably pretty good.
Good. Solid.